Howdy folks, Misha here with Gone Berserk. As always, we are back in the Legend of Pirates Online for Update Day, where today's 111 patch brought new golden variants of existing fish over to Bilgewater. As of this update, on June 5th, 2023, 14 of 20 non-legendary fish have been given a makeover and added to the fishing minigame exclusively to the Keeper's Island in the northwestern reach of the map. Now, you may be asking, what makes these fish different other than just their color change and location? Golden fish roughly provide a whopping 4 times multiplier to their respective fish gold output. While the earlier small fries don't get much of a substantial boost, deep water fishing is far more worthwhile here in Bilgewater, because of fish like the golden tiger shark and the angler weighing in at between 600 to 900 gold a catch. So instead of going out on mat runs that take 10 to 20 minutes, run up to the docks in Bilgewater and fish yourself some of these guys, because they are worth so much more than you'll ever get out of those runs. Now, while the topic is still fresh, let's go ahead and dive into the 14 fish that are available on Bilgewater. Up first are our shallow minnows. In the early depths of the fishing area here at Bilgewater between levels 1 and 5, you will now find variations of the yellow tang, Bermuda chub, blue chromis, hatchetfish, and the grouper. Now, as I wouldn't typically recommend to catch grouper, I am going to go ahead and give this note. While the rep is still the same for all 14 fish that have been added to Bilgewater, the grouper and the hatchetfish, especially in the low-level area, are worth a decent chunk of gold for low-level pirates. We're talking like maybe 150 per catch. In our deeper areas in the sea, from level 5 to 15, the fish that are currently available are going to be the tuna, the chimera, the parrotfish, and the lionfish. And they are also relatively unchanged. Your big spenders as far as gold go here are going to be the chimera, sitting around 250 to 300 gold, followed loosely by the lionfish around the ranges of 170 to 200, and then the parrotfish. The tuna is unfortunately the worst gold, comes from the middle section, so avoid them where you can. And lastly, we have our deep water trench from levels 15 to 20. We've got anglers, tiger sharks, goblin sharks, lumpfish, and the coelacanth. Unfortunately, being that this is an endgame area, I will have to mention that there are no current golden legendary fish in the game. None of the legendary fish that are available anywhere else in the game are available here on Bilgewater, nor do they get any special effects to their gold. With that out of the way, though, let's talk about the gold values here in the Deepwater Trench. First and foremost, the golden tiger shark wins out very handsomely, sitting between 850 to 950 gold per catch. Easily one of the best, followed very decently close by the angler, which ranges anywhere from 600 to 800 gold a catch as well. The lumpfish is unfortunately the low spender here and is decently difficult to catch for what it's worth, so skip it where you can, unless you've cleared the ocean and there's nothing else to catch. They typically range between 4 to 500 gold a catch, which is not terrible. And lastly, the goblin shark ranges at around 500 to 550 gold, and again, just is not the worst, but you can definitely do better. Lastly, the coelacanth is still very underwhelming, unfortunately, ranging between 300 to 400 gold a catch, and they are a relative pain to pull up, so I generally would not worry about them if you can help it. On the topic of some of the fish that you can catch from Bilgewater, I do want to make a note mindful of the golden tuna and golden lumpfish respectively. While both fish are needed for the Hallowed Woods and Raven's Cove quest lines respectively, they unfortunately do not count toward the quest completion due to the fact that they are completely different entities in the game's code. So, do yourself the favor, don't waste the time attempting to try and fish at Bilgewater to complete these quests, as you'll just end up sad and maybe just a little bit richer. A couple of other things to note before we end off the video here. Bilgewater has a couple of things to keep in mind, namely that this island is openly available for anyone to sail to. However, the enemies on this island are accustomed for players up to and around level 40. So, if you are coming here to just get gold as a low level, do not attempt to attack anything. Other than that, please also note that the fisherman here on Bilgewater does not sell legendary lures, so if you are also looking to go out and do some legendary hunting, please do not attempt to buy it from here. You have vendors on 3 other islands that can help you out. This is not the place to go. Other than that, ladies and gentlemen, this has been the 1.11 update video. For the rest of the update notes, please go ahead and check the link in the description. It will take you to the full page listing all of their bug fixes, features, etc. The only other notable feature with this update was the fact that weapon upgrade quests are no longer a mandatory thing, and will instead be picked up from a list of vendors that can also be found on said patch notes page. Other than that, my friends, have a wonderful day, and thank you for checking out the video. See y'all later.